Hi folks, Dan here, and today I want to walk you through my newest design. This is a Packraft Bow Bag. It is a 15-liter bag, and it's designed to integrate seamlessly with your expedition backpack. In this case, this is a hyperlight porter. It also, as you can see, mounts on your boat, obviously, as a bow bag. And then the third thing that it can do is that you can add these small modular shoulder straps, and it can become a day pack. So say you're floating down the river, get to a little side hike you want to go do, and you don't want to deflate your tubes and take all of your gear out of the inside of your boat. You can just slide this on and go for a walk. So there's a couple of unique features about it. The first one is that you can tell it's not actually waterproof. This bag has a mesh bottom. It's pass through, which means that it will drain water instantly. And this gives us a couple advantages. One is that I can just make it a lot lighter when it's not fully sealed. And the second is just cost. It's a lot less expensive to use a molded tooth zipper like this than it is to get a fully sealed one. And that gives us a couple of other advantages actually too, because the molded tooth zipper that I'm using, a YKK Vislon, performs really well in sandy and muddy and wet environments. And it's just really easy to use. If you get this gunked up with sand and dirt, it's still gonna open and close really well. And you won't have to worry about trying to get it to dock. You won't have to clean it nearly as much. It's just a very reliable zipper in those environments. Inside, I usually will put a lightweight dry bag. And the reason that's cool is you can use a very lightweight dry bag, and then the outer shell of the bag takes all the abuse, all the abrasion, all the damage happens on the outside bag, and then the inside can be a very lightweight dry bag. There's a couple of other cool features about it. To mount it on a pack, it has a perimeter daisy chain that goes all the way around it. And that daisy chain is what allows it to be connected quite easily to any backpack. So right here you can see on this Hyperlight, it's just using these side compression straps, and they can just clip right off like that. On other packs, like say a Superior Wilderness Designs or maybe a Seek Outside that uses a G-hook or a gated clip, it works really well also because you can just clip those G-hooks right around the bar tack, and it will mount on those perfectly as well. This is another pretty cool feature of it. This is an optional add-on, but for a pack that doesn't have external pockets like the Porter, which is very popular for pack rafting, you can add an external mesh pocket onto the bottom of the bow bag. So I call this the paddle pocket, and as you can see, it basically just adds a captive pocket that your paddles can go directly into. And the reason that's cool is if you've ever tried to mount your paddles on the side of a backpack and then you crank your side straps down, if there's a blade right there, it puts a really sharp wear point right on the compression strap, and it will eventually just saw through it. And so by moving it to the back of the pack, you just have a lot more surface area where it's much wider here than it is on the side. And so those blades don't end up hitting really anything. The entire bow bag covers it, makes it nice and secure. The paddles can't get like pushed out the bottom or fall out. So that's an optional add-on. It adds about like 0.7 of an ounce basically to add that to the Eco Pack variation. I have a couple of other variations here. This is an ultra grid variation, and if you really care about weight, this one comes in at about 3.5 or 3.6 ounces. And ultra grid top, same zipper, same bar tacker on the perimeter. It uses a slightly lighter weight mesh. So this one's about 3.6 ounces. And this one, which is made in Eco Pack, would come in at about, roughly 5 ounces, and then you would add that weight for the pocket if you put it on there. So about 6 ounces for a full setup. It also ships with 4 small webbing loops. That's what you use to connect it to your boat. And those are very small and easy to lose. So let me show you how you should attach those to your boat to make sure that they're captive and they won't fall off. The bag ships with 4 of these small 20-inch webbing straps, and they have little ladder locks on them. So I made them modular and removable because I think they're super handy to be able to like strap them around your paddles, for instance, or maybe you can connect a few of them and roll your boat with them. However, being small and unattached, they are easy to lose. So the key to not losing these is to connect them to the boat without them falling off. So I'm going to show you how you do that. So the way you attach these webbing straps is by girth hitching it onto the boat. So what you do is you take it, make a half twist to make a small loop, feed that through the webbing on the boat, and then feed the long tail through, and then feed the ladder lock through as well. And when you dress it, you want to dress it as tight as you can to the webbing loop, just to give you as much reach on these as possible. So, and then to finish it up, you just lace it through the daisy chain on the bow bag, back through the ladder locks, and then tighten it down. So the reason I'm doing it this way is because this is a very clean and low profile way to mount the bow bag. And it really eliminates a lot of the extra dangers that come possibly from an entrapment when you have a bow bag on your boat. So it eliminates buckles, it eliminates gates, springs, things like that. And it makes just a small loop. And when you when you have your boat fully inflated, you want to make sure that these straps are as tight as possible to limit what can pass through underneath it. The tighter that is, the less chance that anything can slip through it and the less chance you'll have an entrapment. All right, so that's all the features of the Packraft Bow Bag. I hope to keep these in the Eco Pack variation available in a stock color on my website at a stock price. If you want custom colors, or if you want an ultralight one or any other variations, it will be a custom surcharge and it will probably add a little bit of lead time. But I'll post on Instagram and when I have new drops coming, and I'll probably vary the colors a little bit here and there. But hopefully that covers most of the features. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below and I'll follow up. And thanks for checking it out.